Finally, we note that each one saw it as their responsibility to meet the needs of others. They saw it as something that they needed to do. In 2 Corinthians chapter 8, verse 13 to 15, Paul was writing there, he said, "For I do not mean that others should be eased and you burdened, but by an equality, that now at this time your abundance may supply their lack, that their abundance also may supply your lack, that there be equality." Today, thank God you have. So you are blessing others. Tomorrow you may not have. The others are now going to be able to bless you. There will be equality. It's not saying I want you to give and give until you have. No, a time is going to come, you too will have need. It may not be these people, but some other person will give to you. So there be said in verse 15, as it is written, he who gathered much had nothing left over, and he who gathered little had no lack. This is the goal. Enough to feed your family. That was what happened in the wilderness. God gave them manna and said, go and take as much as you need. So the one that took more because the family was large, they fed. The one that took a little because the family was few, they fed. There was no lack. This is what the community of believers should be about. That there will be no lack in our midst. In Ephesians chapter 4, verse 16, Ephesians 4:16, the Bible says, from whom the whole body, that is Christ, joined and knit together by what every joint supplies. Every joint supplies. Everyone must contribute to the community of believers according to the effective working by which every part does its share, causes growth of the body for the edifying of itself in love. When we discuss the doctrine of giving, we discuss so many things about that. That one might take us 2 weeks to discuss, I don't know. But it is important that we understand these things. We have a responsibility to act in a manner that is becoming of people who belong to a family, the family of God. In Hebrews chapter 13 verse 1, it says, let brotherly love continue. What does that mean? It means there was brotherly love in the first place. Let it continue. It must not cease. It must not end. It must not stop. Let it continue. Let's continue to show love. I think it's Galatians chapter 6. Galatians chapter 6 verse 9 and 10. It says, and let us not grow weary while doing good, for in due season we shall reap if we do not lose heart. Therefore, as we have opportunity, let us do good to all, especially to those who are of the household of faith.